I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's a filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, 125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. 125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and then get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at vinsori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is a community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go on the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy merch.
Born Again. He has a lot to say about this one, so. I don't have much to say about this song other than it's one of my favorite Sabbath songs. Definitely in my top 5. So, Born Again is a topic that Christians use a lot. And it's basically about, our version of Christianity. And I remember when people would be like, what does that mean, born again? And they would look at me like, gross. And then we would just explain to them it was, you have your natural birth when you're born from your mother's womb. And then you'll have a spiritual birth when you're like, you know what? This Jesus guy, I mean, he's got it. I think he's got it right here. And I would like to be part of the movement he's got going on. And so you basically are saying, yeah, you know what? I understand that what you said is true, that I have done a lot of nasty things, and basically I almost couldn't help it because I was basically born this way. That's how I feel. And so will you help me? Forgive me for all those things that I did, and help me going forward to be able to live as part of your revolution, basically. And what? You all right?
Yeah, go ahead.
So anyway, people were pretty much okay with it after you gave that sort of explanation. But prior to that, I just remember my friends being like, born again? Born again, and the word altar, and there was one other one that was you always got a weird, speaking in tongues, obviously. But the speaking in tongues one, people were always like, tell me more.
Wait,
Revelation.
Are you reading?
No, I'm talking.
Did you finish the reading?
Yeah, it was literally that he doesn't have much to say other than it's his favorite song.
Oh!
The rest of it was my explanation.
The rest of it was your...
You're like, wait, that sounds way too much like Sori. Did this guy have the same upbringing?
Your bloviations?
Yeah, did you get it downloaded? I'm keeping stuff busy and interesting while you download.
Here we go, Black Sabbath, Born Again. We lost a viewer while you were going off with that nonsense.
Here we go!
Praise God that I interrupted your ass. All right, here we go. Born Again, Black Sabbath, let's go. Feeling this.
to live in these times, and we'll rise when we challenge and heal. Born again, you're born again. Look at this Prince of Evil, fighting for your mind, fighting all priests of shame. With the thrust of my challenge is aimed at the heart of mutant gods and people all the same. They're controlling our minds, and they use us for fortune and fame. If you look through my window, deep into my room, it's your future and freedom. The gray and plastic retards are floating in circles, and as you taste the fruit of new sensations, softly brushing your lips, as we rise when we challenge and heal. Born again, you're born again. Born again, you're born again. If you want to be a king for a day, just do what I say. Born again, you'll be born again. Everybody's got the faith like a hunter just search for your prey. Born again, you'll be born. Be alive through the night and the day, just do it my way.
Okay, what'd you think about that one?
Ooh, I really vibe that song. I really, really, really vibe that song.
You know, I love licks like that.
Yeah, oh, me too.
I love guitar licks like that.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah, and the sound of his voice was perfect in this.
Yeah.
That kind of brings me back to our like childhood years. I feel like that's the stuff our mothers used to play.
Yeah, like that early
that sort of
90s
kind of
shit.
raspy-ish sort of voice that
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
it was kind of high.
Little cigarette smoke. Yeah.
But mine was always like Christian versions of that type of music. You know what I mean? Because my mom would practice it to sing for church. So there was that sound. That was like really the only sound, the only music we had in the house was my mom practicing music for church.
The guitar lick in this song is my favorite of the night.
Oh, this
It just stays with it.
This
It's
was
very reserved,
beautiful.
and it's the perfect like escape for thinking and
Jesse.
and all that. What?
Well, Sori got contact high again on this song. I did. It was a very nice one. I very much enjoyed it. It's going to help me get through the pregnancy. Wow.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, that
See,
just...
I'm still sick, coughing into the mic, guys. That's what you
Ew.
call. That's what you call dedication.
Yeah, at least he's not coughing in your face.
Yeah. Dedication, dear listener.
Yeah.
That's what we
Yeah,
have.
but I don't actually know what the song is about. I know, like... Wait, it's weird because, like, it started out kind of sounding like forgotten sexual... not forgotten, but, like, memories of the past.
What does sexual have to do with it?
Well, because he
it's
says...
Sori, so we gotta
No, come on.
find some way.
The icy fingers of forgotten passions softly brushing my lips. That doesn't sound sexual to you?
I thought it was him putting down his guitar or his mic.
What? That's so funny.
That's what I envisioned.
That's so funny. Wait,
What?
okay, so when it said, as you look through my window deep into my room, all the tapestries all faded, their vague and distant glories, concealed in the gloom. For some
icy
reason...
fingers of forgotten passion softly brushing my lips at the tips of my primitive soul.
Yeah, no, to me it was like the past relationship, whatever that... and it reminded me, too, when it
But
talked about the
fingers.
tapestry and the...
Fingers, yeah,
babe.
brushing his lips.
Fingers touch each other when stuff is going on.
Lips? You touch people's lips?
I never touched your lips.
No, you don't do that.
You're such a fucking liar. I do it all the time.
When shit's about to get live, you don't do that. You don't touch my lips.
What are you talking about?
You don't do that when shit's about to get real.
Oh, I touch your lips a lot. You probably don't even realize, but I really like them.
No, not when shit's about to get real, though. You don't do that.
What does that matter? Like, it's about that experience, and I do that in the experience. What are you talking about? That's so weird.
What do you mean?
Who have you been with the last... Whatever.
I
You don't even remember me touching your lips?
I don't recall. I recall you doing it once or twice, but I don't remember. I don't recall it being some continuous.
Oh,
thing.
no, I mean, not every single time, but it is something I've done. And honey, what are you talking about?
I've jumped out of an airplane before.
Stop.
I guess I just do that. No, I just
Stop!
do that
No,
every day.
listen.
Just hop
This is
out of
getting
airplanes.
ridiculous. This is getting ridiculous. They do it all the time in romantic scenes, but usually it's the guy touching the girl's lips. Because, usually they have nicer lips than mine. Mine are like little skinny white girl lips.
Mojo says, I think Ian may have written this about the end of his relationship with Richie Blackmore.
Who's Richie Blackmore?
I don't know who Richie Blackmore is.
Is Richie
We'll
a
have to
guy?
check.
Or is Richie his guitar? As Vin
Or
says.
it could be a girl. You don't know.
I mean a girl. Yeah, I meant a girl.
All right, Richie Blackmore is a guitarist in Deep Purple. So it was one of his bandmates, which would be closer to my interpretation than yours. Because he's
Listen.
giving up the mic.
Since when? Who told you that? Oh, Mojo did. Dang
Yeah,
it.
the guy who recommended the song.
What am I
As you
supposed to
move
do
through my door,
here?
deep into my room, can you feel the mighty wall of power? It's wailing in the gloom, the distant shadows.
Mine
of
says waiting in the gloom.
Listen,
That's weird. I have to say that's weird that he's using this type of language to talk about his bandmate. Okay?
no, because it's talking about music. Ultimately, music is the passion that
He's
was
telling-
in love with.
Who's he telling to look through into his window, deep into his room?
I think he's telling all of us to. He's saying, "Look at me. This is where I'm at right now." Because I don't have. This is where I'm at. I don't have any. I don't have.
So
my
what
music.
made him lose his music, his
Well,
passion?
the band obviously broke up or something because he's in Black Sabbath right now.
Wow, you
see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're getting
He
aggressive.
he was originally in Deep Purple,
Yeah.
and now he's in Black Sabbath.
This is
So-
Black Sabbath, though. So he's singing about Deep Purple, and that's who the Richie guy was part of Deep Purple?
Yeah.
Babe, why are you looking at me like I know all this stuff? Like,
Because I literally 2 seconds ago just said it to you.
well, you said the
I
guy's
said
name.
He was in Deep Purple, and now he's in
yeah,
Black
I didn't
Sabbath.
hear all that because I was trying to
And then,
understand
literally,
why he would
as
say
I was
that.
talking, you were
well,
circling Black Sabbath. I was like, oh my God, I know where this question's going.
listen.
Show me that you're not listening to me without telling me you're not listening to me.
No, it's just that you were saying things while I was processing my own thoughts. What do you want me to be like? Hey, sorry, let me put you to the side so I can listen to somebody else. You can have everybody else's thoughts going on in your
As
head.
you look
no.
through my door deep into my room, can you feel the mighty wall of power? It's wailing in the gloom. The distant shadows of forgotten champions. You see that? The icy,
Yeah,
if
I
you
can see
go
that.
up, the icy fingers of forgotten passions versus the
Forgotten
distant
champions.
shadows
Yeah.
of forgotten champions.
Look,
So-
I'm with it. I'm with you now.
So that's
I'm
when
with you now. It's not
that's
about
when-
sex.
That's when they were in Deep Purple, right? And they were champions. They were at the top of the world.
Ah!
And then their band broke up, and he wasn't getting that type of attention anymore.
Okay.
But he feels that in order for him to get back to that place, he has to conform to somebody. Because it says, if you want to be king for a day, just do what I say.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
I saw that. That
Born
was like
again,
the
you'll be
last
born-
line.
Yeah, so it looks like the gray and plastic retards all floating in circles. That's interesting. The gray and
What?
plastic retards. Do you have retards in there too? Yeah.
Where?
The gray and plastic retards all floating in circles right there.
Babe, just point to it.
The gray and... There it is right there.
Plastic. What?
As you look through my window deep into my room at the
What is that?
At your future and freedom, the gray and plastic retards all floating in circles as you taste the fruits of new sensations softly brushing your lips as we rise when we challenge and kill. So it looks like what it's talking about is that he's in a predatory industry. They basically broke up as a band because he didn't want to conform, and I think he's wrestling with, okay, well, if I go back and conform, I can get everything back. I can be the king. I can whatever. I could basically be reborn and restart my career, but I have to do it the way that they, whoever the they is,
Yeah.
want me to do it.
Well, I
is
mean,
what it
I think
looks
we
like.
can probably guess who the they is. The record label, right?
Well, it could be the record label, or it could be his own band. It could be Richie or whatever his name is, and they were just like parting ways. Or hell, it could be about Sabbath because
I mean,
he didn't fit into Black Sabbath. He was a hippie. They were more metal. So it could have been any one of those, right? It could have been that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And you know, I sometimes I say, oh well, it's so much better for musicians now because you can put your stuff out on, you know, all these different forums, YouTube, blah blah blah, whatever, and you can get your music listened to on those different forums, and then you don't have to go through a record label. But at the same time, people are extremely opinionated, and your audience can still dictate to you what you're going to do.
Yeah.
So,
that's
I mean,
true.
I remember when we first started YouTube, we had mad people. They don't really tell us anymore. Like, I think that people are like, I give up. But before, like, people were like, stop talking about your religion. Stop talking about politics. Stop talking about... If you don't do shorter reviews, I'm never going to subscribe.
Yeah.
People had so many
They had
opinions
so
when we
many
first started.
opinions and threats
And
and
it's
whatever.
not for the faint of heart because there were some people that were like, this is amazing, blah blah blah, like I'm so glad I got on at the beginning of this, but there was a lot of people that were extremely negative. It's not for the faint of heart, and if you're not accustomed to that or you don't realize it, then people will really drag you down. So yeah, I guess it could be anybody really, but I think that's difficult. But at the same time, like if you can maneuver through those things, maybe you can get better. I mean, like sometimes I see people's art and I'm like, that's objectively trash. Like that's really, and I feel like I have a very abstract appreciation for art. So when I think something's trash, I feel like, no, that's really just trash. But you know, I'm sure that there's a small group of people that appreciate that type of music, but
Right.
I mean, that type of thing. But I don't know. I think that, do you think it's more important for people to maintain their self-identity and their expression of art, music, paint, whatever? Or do you think it's better for them to conform to make it work better for them? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Do you think it just depends on where you're
what
at
your goal
financially?
is. If
Yeah.
your goal is I want to put food on the table, then
Yeah.
just do 4 and whatever.
Yeah.
But if your goal is, well, I've got like multiple different answers. Like If your goal is expression, then I would say it should be a mixture of the two, right? Like you do something mainstream to get the attention of the normies, and then the rest of your album can be all the avant-garde, weird, crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Right? So you'd have to do a little bit of both, which is where a lot of, like, if you get a rap record, like, for example, Biggie, he's got 2 songs that are like pop songs, whatever, that sound like pop songs, and then a whole bunch of other gutter-level street shit you never hear on the radio. So most artists, I think, are in
That's
that range.
smart. That's
I think
smart,
Slipknot
yeah.
is the same thing. If you're trying to do something like completely earth-shattering and game-changing, then you're going to go completely outside the box and stay that way. And that's a risk that Korn took, I think. Korn did that. The shit that Korn was doing was just, nobody was doing it. Not that way, and not with that level of commitment. I mean, even to the production had so many errors. Like, you can hear when people are taking off on palm mutes and all the stuff that gets edited out so that it could be a pristine recording. Like, Ross left all that stuff in there so that and he did that on purpose. Same thing with the daddy thing where Jonathan's crying at the end and he just let the tape play, it ended up on the record. Like, stuff like that just nobody was really doing at that level.
Yeah,
Then
it was
I
a
mean,
brave move.
so I've got like 3 answers to that.
Yeah.
But I really like this song.
Oh my
Love
gosh,
the
I
guitar.
love this
Love the
song.
guitar riff. What'd you give it?
Go first. Go first.
Okay.
I'm toggling between 2 scores.
Lisa says a man who gives into conformity ceases being a man.
Yo,
So,
well, you're very
hey, listen,
manly.
if you're interested in Sister Lisa, you better come correct. Can't be no weak sauce guy.
Yep, don't
She
come
ain't gonna have
slacking.
she ain't gonna have no parts of you, son. All right. I love this song. It was my favorite lick of the night. It's
for sure.
9.9, 9.9.
Okay.
9.9, I give it.
Okay, I was going between 9.8 and 9.9, but I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon with you. 9.9 it is.
Yeah, this is a
Really good one.
This is
I really enjoyed
this is a playlist
it.
song for me.
Absolutely.
Like, this was a really,
okay, this
really,
is
really
one
good
that if you
song.
play in the car, I'm gonna be like, yes, together. We both enjoy this one. Yeah.
Okay, good.